two countries are spending trillions of rupees per annum on their war efforts, on their armaments, and amassing piles of sophisticated weapons, war planes, and etc. etc. These are the two countries where almost 1/5 of the world population live. They are India and Pakistan, who are spending trillions of rupees annually on war efforts or on amassing armaments to be used against each other. Already they have used 3 times against each other these armaments and killed thousands of the citizens of each other in the shape of soldiers, innocent people, etc. These are the two countries which are at constant war, or you may call it a war, for the last 74 years or so, ever since the creation of these two countries. And the bone of contention, or the source of enmity in between these two countries, is Kashmir. Kashmir, which was so beautiful that due to its beauty, especially the scenic beauty, history, culture, heritage, etc., it was called as a paradise on earth. Unfortunately, for Kashmiris, it has been transformed into a hell, a living dungeon for the whole of humanity living there, and they are roughly around 10 million people. India occupied Kashmir on 27th of October 1947 as a result of a treaty, an instrument of accession signed by the then Maharaja of Kashmir. And from then onward, Pakistan is trying to liberate its people, the Kashmiris, from the yokes of Indian occupation. But so far, it seems that the struggle is fruitless. As the more Pakistan tries, the more people of Kashmir are enslaved in the form of more number of army or security forces of India there in Kashmir. According to an estimate, more than 1 million Indian paramilitary and military forces are deployed in Kashmir, which has in fact hampered, not only hampered, in fact mutilated the freedom of Kashmiris. So this day of 5th of February in fact marks the brutalities and oppression unleashed upon the Kashmiris and the struggle and our resolve to help them get the freedom from the yoke or the enslavement of India. Even the Indian newspapers and the media is in fact highlighting the issues, especially gross atrocities and violations of human rights of the Kashmiris. Recently, I have a chance to read this book. It's by Hamra Qureshi. Is a Kashmir, the untold story. It is a very interesting book, especially the content of the book. In many ways, the writer has tried to be very neutral. Hamra Qureshi has been frequently visiting Kashmir ever since the uprising of 1989, and from then onward she has been. And she wrote that book and completed manuscript of this book in 2004. And in this book, she has given a detail of the first-hand knowledge of the people of Kashmir, their feelings, their reactions about the presence of Indian army and other forces in Kashmir. She is of the view that it is high time that India understands the gravity of the situation and allows the Kashmiris to express their free will and so that they can determine their future. If it is not solved, it may have impact on the future dealings and the future demography of the whole of the subcontinent, and it may cause more build-up of arms and ammunition in countries, especially India and Pakistan, and more enslavement and more killing of Kashmiris at the hands of Indian army as well as militants. She is of the view. So it is high time that India understands the gravity of the situation and accepts and concedes the demands of the Kashmiris, that they be given the right to determine whether they want to remain independent or they want to accede to India or Pakistan. But so far, it doesn't look like it's happening in near future, and it seems that the armies of both India and Pakistan will keep on building piles of arms to be used against each other, in a way turning the hell even more dangerous and keeping the Kashmiris in a dungeon, the dungeon that is really dangerous. According to estimates, ever since 1989 uprising of Kashmir, more than 100,000 people have been killed, and most of these are the young Kashmiri males who were killed, who were arrested, and who had to face the brutalities at the hands of Indian forces. So it is really heartening that the Indian media is very much vocal about the gross atrocities and violations of human rights of Kashmiris, and they demand and they impress upon the Indian government that they accept the fact that Kashmir is a special state, and it has so far an unfulfilled agenda, and that's the real spirit of democracy, that it be given the right to determine their future according to their wishes. As a result of this enmity between India and Pakistan on the issue of Kashmir, most of the people in the subcontinent are deprived of basic education, they are deprived of proper health facilities, they are deprived of scientific research, they have been deprived of jobs and employments, as both the countries and especially Pakistan has been turned into a security state. And being a security state means that the concept and aims and objectives for transforming it into a welfare state have been compromised or sacrificed. So it is high time that we impress upon India as a people of the world that India accepts these things and retreats a little bit, so that a breathing space has been given to the Kashmiris, so that they can determine themselves, they can determine their future according to their wishes, and they may enjoy a freedom, and a real paradise can be restored in the world. And it can be a guarantee, in fact, a real source of enjoyment for both India and Pakistan and the whole subcontinent and the whole world. Thanks a lot.